And back to the second round. I would admit this is totally my mistake. I don't know if I had quite enough sleep today. One else thing about this is that the time was all very off sync, so oh wait, that is very good.
Yeah, only a little bit, right?
You know, one's still counting down, one's just going up, it's fine.
Well, I haven't watched every game this tournament. Have we had any morph ball starts yet?
Not yet.
That's a damn shame.
I was really hoping for this one to be, but it was a speed booster. Could still make it this one.
Well, you always get spiciest when you get morph.
It's just always been speed.
Maybe I'll get my wish right now.
And missiles.
And it's not morph again. This is alright. It's a bit vanilla, but
Still something. I'm still kicking myself for what I did earlier.
don't worry about it, man.
Oh, right. I'm the tracker. I should be keeping track of these.
Yeah, I will be relying on you for the tracker. I have no idea how the tracker works.
Basically, you just click on one of the things and it'll pop up on the stream. And Jones being right away. At least they don't have to hunt for it or go way out of the way to find it, like behind Mega Coax.
Yeah. Looking like an elevated chance of another of a plasma hunt. So what we get here?
Energy tank.
Boo.
At least it's not all energy tanks. That was quite a thing in the first seed. Just having all the energy tanks. The settings for the tournament are that it's difficulty 2, sprint security is off, and damage 1s are on. The mouse was to point at the boss, obviously. And because it was finally gone. Slacking off on track and stuff again. Yeah, basically so far it's basically vanilla. Most of them heading to 2. Though I'm surprised they could have had 1 at any time due to their items so far.
Usually I would support that play of going to 2 first in case you get speed. Then when you make your way through 1, you do the sweep, you can check at the very least, the item above charge core.
Check out the cargo room. Security level 1 being unlocked. Frydi in pursuit.
Gamers kind of tell a misleading story a little bit.
Yeah, because time of
Yeah.
everything is not synced. Because again, it's
all-
all due to me, folks.
No worries, it increases the drama.
Oh, that was wide beam.
Unlocks nothing but his huge quality of life.
Better than having to fight Omega with wave.
Oh god. At the very least, now when they inevitably find wave, it won't make them want to die. There are no bombs yet, so probably the play is to go to 1, I figure.
Yeah. Although they do have sectors 3 or 4 to go, but there's not much they could do in 4 without wars. Well, without bombs. Both of them going to destroy the first atmosphere duct. Well, fix it, not destroy it. Would have been nice to just kill it.
Hit it, potato.
What this game's boss had.
Picking up the
And
power
another
bomb tank. Power move, picking up the power bomb tank. He's confident. Doesn't go for the save room item first.
In all fairness, it's better to just pick that up when you're leaving Sector 1 after fully getting everything.
I vaguely remember playing a seed once where speed was there, and I checked it afterwards and had to make the decision to double back or not, and I've been scarred ever since.
Frydi opted to check that at a spot.
Validation. I mean, it didn't work this time, but you know, you gotta let your anxieties rule you.
Having help is nice.
Oh, okay. Home with some nice tech to get rid of base pirates on the wall.
Sector 1 not seeming to hold anything significant so far.
Well, if it's not in Sector 1, it would have to be Sector 3 in the damage run room. Likelihood that's still pretty low, though. Still a good number of checks to go.
Yeah. Energy tanks all around. Inevitably prepping the one is for a key one. speed makes that move much more faster than just having to climb up.
Oh, it's a lot more pleasant with speed, indeed. Still very few choices to be made so far, so it's mostly just about tech.
Yep. Everything's been vaguely vanilla-ish except charge beam being in a different spot.
Scuffs the eye door, but gets good RNG for home. Going for doubles on the platform. Oh, wow, nicely done.
Nicely done.
And there's bombs. Oh, it's not quite vanilla, but boy, does that feel vanilla.
It almost swapping one spot for another spot in particular.
Alright, so it's either 2 or 4 at this point.
Or 3, because once they find speed, they could probably find, well, they can easily get to level 2 once they find speed. It's probably not viable to check 3, because
there's only one check in 3, so speed. I think speed could be there, and it'd be a huge troll if it were. I still think the higher percentage plays either 2 or 4, probably 2. Now getting the save room item, as Frydi did. Gonna be happy to find oops all the tanks.
Me being distracted with everything so far to keep an good eye on track again. Good job, me. Going up, setting up 40, good data I'm going to do tomorrow.
I think I have the tracker up now, so I'll help you if I remember, hopefully.
So many people ripping off on Fusion into chat. Ooh, almost gambling on Sector 3.
Okay, remind me. I think there's only that one check in the damage.
Yeah, there's only the one check you can do. There's not much you can do otherwise.
Well, it's a high variance play at the very least. So they're gonna save at the beginning, presumably fail the damage run. It doesn't yield anything. Reset there, go to 2. If it is there, that immediately sets them ahead of Frydi, because why would you go here?
Yeah, big why.
And you know, if the seeding is to be believed, the
Why
2 seed
the
versus.
same thing too?
Oh wow!
Oh,
I was gonna say the seeding.
Gamble check today.
If the seeding's to be believed, the underdog should be going for the long shots. Good for Ohm.
Oh, it's the fusion that's there.
That's a troll.
Gives them a way out of lower sector 4, but unviable for the time being.
Just useful enough that you can't rationalize resetting after it, but not so useful that it changes anything you were gonna do. Well, okay, it opens up a check in 4.
I want to high-fiving each other on the way out.
Well, I guess it makes for a little bit more enticing, so now it's not necessarily 2.
Yeah, it could be under 4 from the electrocuted water. But they would have to make sure to get out of that before being stuck there. Because they don't have high jump.
I think you can make it out of lower 4 without high jump, right?
They can.
Oh, no, you're referring to the damage run room?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
I'm sure they could get out just fine. It's just normally they would at that point of checking, one would usually have high jump.
Alright, so I'm going for 2. Gonna check Kago.
I know we can get distracted. And into the powerbomb tank. That room is as good as dead. Only the crystals that are shot out from the missile's impact on an object count as freezing. ice missiles really count as freezing something in general. That's the only thing how diffusion works.
Yeah, normal missiles hit like the missile itself hits like a normal missile.
Basically. So like super diffusion is like a good combination because you have that high damage and you have the ability to charge free stuff.
Alright, what do we got here? We got Varia.
Well, that would have made the one in Sector 3 a little bit more viable had they just went here. Still would have been a bit of a waste of time, but still a major item. Is deciding to risk going into lower Sector 2 with that high jump.
With diffusion, I mean, it's a bit slower. Odds that you find something useful are pretty good, so.
Oh, okay, he was checking that particular spot. I see.
I'm
It is
not
better
gonna-
to check that before you have high jump, because high jump pretty much locks that spot. And the only way to get the cocoons to hatch is by having space jump and plasma beam.
Interesting that he abandons lower 2 entirely. There are a decent number of checks there, but I suppose now.
Major. And there's
Oh,
supers.
supers. Huge quality of life.
No dipping down into quite yet. We got a tease. Plus one is almost high-fiving, but Frydi deciding to go downwards. He's going downwards. I'm about to find his supers. So it looks like Frydi is going to have a little bit more to check, whereas is just only decided to check the one spot.
He's going to run to 4, I presume. If there's nothing down there for Frydi, this is a significant advantage for Ohm, but if he has to double back to 2, that's a significant time loss.
That's neat. That's an unknown emoji. That's nice. Almost going to 4.
For the right play. Frydi checking Oasis. Upper item's just an E-tank, because of course it is. And we got a PP tank in the other one, so Snake Eyes so far for Frydi.
He's got about one item and it's a zombie to check. I'm just trying to check this part of Sector 4.
Smart, now that you have supers, you can check there too. And that's
there's something there.
major. Space jump. Now they can check too, I guess. Well, they could before, but it gets a lot more tolerable.
Yeah, it's a lot more tolerable with high jump or space jump. Not checking the item in the rooms below, though.
Might be saving on that, might have forgotten. High jump.
There's high jumps, though. They would have been perfectly fine to just go down there. That's almost vanilla, exactly. It's like one room before where it needs to be. Almost like that's vanilla gravity suit.
And taking the Zazby fight. If it's not Zazby, then the decision to go to lower 2 largely has not paid off, and Ohm takes a lead for just having gone straight to 4. Because they found space jump and high jump. Those are largely interchangeable. I think space jump, annoying as it is, does unlock more things.
Yeah. High jump only really feels better with high jump.
Does high jump even strictly unlock anything? It feels great, but I can't think of that many things other than like one spot in Ridley. I can't remember anything strictly that high jump is required for.
Space unlocks overgrowth 2. That's what Ami says.
Yeah, it's in like the Notori area, I presume.
Yeah. Screw attack would also allow you access, but it does ice missiles, so Super's immediately being nerfed.
Except against bosses, where I think it is more damage, but otherwise it feels crap.
Yeah.
Here, Autumn says high jump gives you Oasis, but that's fair.
He checks down and gets his missiles nerfed. No sane person would do that. Except, you know, a totally sane person.
Still on the hunt for speed.
Speed would help open up a lot more stuff. Why are they getting his various suit?
This might be speed.
No, that is Ice Beam.
Sucks to suck.
I mean,
Big
all it
pain
needs to
getting-
freeze enemies.
Yeah. So at this point, can't check Ceres, can't check the pump area, so this is pretty much done for Ohm. Unless
Well,
he
he can technically check pump, he just can't reach it.
Yeah. Unless Ohm checks the diffusion item on the way out that they left. Otherwise, the seat's starting to look a little dry. It might actually be that diffusion item.
Friday is going to 4 as well.
Ohm doesn't check
Missiles
diffusion
on the
item.
box. I don't think so, because they would have to have speed in order to get there.
You can't fight box, I don't believe, without level 2 doors, yeah.
Yeah, and even then, you can't reach it because the way to progress is locked on the combo blocks forward are locked by speed boost blocks.
Now I'm going into 2 to do the next logical check. Unfortunately, we happen to know that there's not that much of interest in 2. Like, he does have space jump, though. So he can check, at the very least, the item, the E-Tank above Notori.
Friday science checks the one spot home missed.
Does it pay off? No, it's all E-Tanks. But the smart use of the diffusion missile, Frydi can now check at the very least do a check on what the next item is. Doesn't want to get locked in there, very smart, and it's a PV tank, so much for being clever.
So saves time by not checking down here.
So far, it looks like there's a bit of, I wouldn't want to call it serendipity, but it was the right thing to check for, because now with Space Jump, he gets to check mandatory items.
Yeah. It gives him two more checks that he can do over Friday. He checks just not wasting all of these seconds will be electric. Yeah, you would wonder. One would wonder. Fizzle is back on screen.
Ohm provides better, but Ohm needs the tank.
Better to have health than to not.
Well, it's a sweaty race. You don't want to get to Omega with 3 tanks and start trembling. The Lord knows this seed will provide plenty. This is getting interesting. If I had a wish list, I think the next item I'd want to see is Screw Attack. If only because it would open up the bridges between sectors so we can get a spicy, even spicier location for speed.
Didn't I check this spawn?
Yes, he did actually. Oh, too bad.
I find it very interesting that he
it was
just-
home.
I find it interesting that he went back there like he didn't check it beforehand. It was, and the moment he realized, he was like, no, wait.
But now getting around to checking the Notori items is PB, so no joy there. Oh, but you could keep going. Oh no.
Maybe
Not
he wants
check-
to check Zosby's dust. Oh, now I'm saying Zosby. Wait. Curse words.
Unfortunate. Let's see what Frydi does here. Almost skipping a major.
But we all know it's ice beam, which is entirely optional.
Wishes. Wishes.
They're about tied in terms of items, but so far, no signs of speed.
One advantage I can imagine is that there is a check above Notori D tank I've mentioned with space jump that Ohm is nearer.
Or it could be vanilla speed booster.
That's true too. Frydi probably on the way there. I'd imagine they would save first.
Yep.
Yep. Right, I keep forgetting that you can do Ceres, you just can't escape the normal way. You can backtrack. Well, but only if you have gravity or if you want to do a 20-minute long wall jump underwater.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Oh, we'll see if we get energy tank.
Alright, fully upgraded missiles and wide in charge. Get ready to see Ceres melt. Oh my god!
Instead, a charged wide ice beam at point blank range does it. Freaking melts him. And Ceres had
no,
nothing.
okay, so not vanilla speed.
Yeah, it definitely isn't. Oof.
Alright,
What a
I've played.
What a
I
cool
played
shot,
it-
only to be downplayed by the item.
I played a couple seeds myself, but I'm starting to run out of ideas for where speed might be.
At this point, with space jump, it has to be up here in sector 2.
No, it's not. It could be Notori. And
They have the means of killing him, so
somebody in chat pointed out Jiggly saying Yakuza with speed. It could be Yakuza. Can they get there? If they kill Notori, yes.
yeah, they can. They would just need.
What a convoluted. I'm
This is
in love with
convoluted
this
indeed.
seed. I love this.
I'm just trying to check the toy.
Has to, I guess. They have the ammunition to do it, at least. A decent charge beam and 30 fully upgraded missiles will make quick work.
Yeah. I don't think it could be in one because I think Frydi checked. I wasn't able to check what item specifically was there. Frydi
only-
forgetting that he can't open green doors yet.
The checks in one, it could be in Ridley's lair in theory, but it would have to be. They'd have to find Screw first. Which is, again, another cursed option. Oh, I'm almost done with Notori.
And
Frydi
speed
found
booster
one.
and
Oh,
a
it's speed
toy.
and the toy, there we
Wow. Wow.
That's
That is something. The toy actually required for once.
very much opens the game up for Ohm, and now Frydi's gonna. Ugh.
Friday is gonna wait.
That's a
time,
harsh
trying to find
break.
Will.
It's a great break for the underdog.
Yeah.
Ohm remembering that they can't get out that way.
But he does have the option to check reactor if it so pleases the option.
Well, in theory, yeah. Yes, you get space and Notori's dead. Frydi, with space, is gonna check the item above the lava, because normally you need speed for that. Not a bad decision. In another, like...
Oh, wait. Oh, that's screw attack. Okay.
That lends itself to bad conclusions. No. That lends itself to bad... Oh! That discourages a Notori check, because now you can check stuff in other sectors. Frydi might not find speed too easy.
Frydi's gonna be checking a lot of spots now.
Oh, Frydi's gonna Galaxy Braid it! Go to Ridley!
He can't get out because he doesn't have wave, but... Oof.
No, don't worry. It's speed and wave at Ridley, I swear.
Ohm going to Sector 3, now that he has the means of unlocking level 2. Frydi is opting to go through the back way to enter Sector 3. Can't really do much, but he can still at least do one check.
Thinking of the win condition, what it might look like now for Frydi. Because the screw attack really was a horrible find.
Well, he would still need a fine speed boost though, because he needs to get into lower Sector 4.
Yeah, but now Screw opens up too many options that nobody in their right mind is thinking, I found Screw Attack and I found Space Jump. Obviously the answer is Notori. It's possible that Plasma is Screw blocked. That's a good win condition for Frydi. If it happens to be Screw blocked, that does help a lot.
You'll still need to go out of his way to find speed, but it definitely helps in the long run.
Ohm needs to go out of their way to find to find Plasma or whatever, or Grab it could be.
Ohm stopping just before the speed boost blocks.
Big rips.
Nothing up in that spot.
I'm taking advantage of being able to actually do green doors, doing a sweep through 3. And Frydi will be on their way to check 5.
Oh, that's the major.
Oh, not often that's a major. And another oops all E-tanks.
Oh, those main PBs.
Interesting. Interesting.
Opens up a few checks, but doesn't really do much in the long run. Of course, now Sector 6 is also an option that he can do.
Indeed.
Including this iron check over here.
Checking that's smart. That's one I easily forget about myself. Will they be rewarded for their cleverness? Nope. Missile tank. Oh, you know what? Get it.
Oh,
whatever.
No!
No!
Oh my god!
That's a break!
That is quite a position. Oof. Pretty much on the way to Sector 5. Man!
Interesting. Now, when will Ohm find that?
Well,
Ohm has Space Jump.
Maybe once he unlocks level 3, he'll find that.
True. I forget exactly what are the conditions for damage Sector 5 if you don't have Grab.
The back way through Sector 3. That's
but if you enter normally, I think it's something along the lines of yellow doors, wide, and speed. Oh, did Frydi just soft lock?
Oh, he soft locked himself. He doesn't have speed.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Thank you, Army. Yellow wave and high jump is the are the criteria. Oh, and Frydi's gonna have to spend time.
Frydi.
When did Frydi last save?
Frydi.
Big Ohm fighting box, by the way, which is Unfortunately, that's the second most interesting thing happening right now. When will Frydi realize it?
Right about now.
Oh no.
Man.
Back in 3. Is this before they got... Okay, still screw, okay.
Yeah. They just don't have plasma.
Well, at the very least, Plasma is not in a bad location. It's directly on your way to do level 4 doors.
Yeah.
So just knowing that alone is huge.
Yeah, all just needs to basically find Gravity's suit and basically be on his way to 5 to discover that.
Also needs to find Speed Dog. I'm just about finished with the sweep of Sector 3. Very unlikely to find Sprue at any point, though, at any time soon, so can't take the back door into 5.
Friday going back to Sector 2.
The right play.
Nothing up there. Man, there's certainly
The
is
one
something.
item. Yeah, Friday's gonna check the one item above the green door.
Speed was at Metroid. The one boss that actually had something was holding back everything. Almost heading right into 5. So if he basically does everything normally, he could find plasma.
I think it'll be destroyed. But it also doesn't matter. He doesn't have grabs, so going into the nightmare area is really dodgy. Really a measure of last resort.
Nope, it's totally fine.
I was... Oh, wait, no. No, it's fine. Yep. Then I do not sufficiently understand the conditions for Destroyed 5.
Yeah, it's weird. Why are they checking Combo City?
Good
I'm
check.
not aware of the powerbomb shortcut. And finding nothing in Combo City.
At the very least, Ohm does have power bomb, so the sweep through 5 is going to be extra efficient. There are at least a couple extra checks that they can do now, including that one with the ice room.
5 for Brick when they open yellow. Yeah.
Thank you, Autumn. God.
That's not enough room, Mom. Unfortunately, that is quite enough room for people to happen. Getting regular bombs are a bit faster than power bombs.
Oh, the one play I'm wondering for Ohm is, if it's not in 5, I suppose 6 would be the next obvious play. And oh, Frydi checking the Speedway items behind Zazabi. That's a good play.
If there's anything good behind it.
It's a clever play. How about that? It didn't pay off.
If there's anything
But
there.
I liked it. It didn't pay off, but I liked it.
One day something will be behind it, but it won't. Level 3 door is locked.
Now I'm
No,
gonna
wait,
go
no,
back to
down
the
bottom.
right.
We
Couple
come on the back
checks.
side.
Yes.
No, they do not have wave. It would have been quite easier to spot if they did have wave. Because right now, both of them have ice beam, and the only way to check is if it goes through enemies and everything else.
Frydi getting around to checking the Tori.
At the very least, Arm can check this without having to worry about a broken Sector 5. And with that, Arm has obtained Plasma. He just needs to find a gravity suit, and he's basically in go mode. Again, Speed Booster and a toy. Frydi is near it. And Frydi is going to Notori.
Wisely will decide to fight Notori. This race would be very painful for Frydi if they decided not to.
Nothing up there.
That's just about it for 5 if I, from Ohm's perspective.
Yeah.
Other than the 2 yellow door items near the entrance.
The gravity has to either be in 6 or possibly somewhere on main deck. Or in the reactor silo.
Hey, it could always be at Ridley. You never know.
He's not allowed to go.
I would say at the moment, Ohm, yeah, F is right. I'd say Ohm is still ahead by virtue of having speed earlier and being able to do all these 5 checks, ruling them out.
Yeah.
It's definitely there's a way back.
Doesn't have main PBs, so that helps a bit.
But if the check is somewhere in early 6 and Frydi goes there immediately, that sets them more or less on equal playing ground.
Finally learning the power bomb shortcut exists. Oh, there is something up here!
Let's see.
There's Wave Beam.
Okay, let's see the condition. Please, go to the right. I want to see if that's how it works. Destroyed Sector 5 is do a couple more now.
Well, he could do this, but he could still be soft locked if he goes any further into nightmares.
But at the very least, is the item next to the data room where you come in from 3. You could do the extra speed item, like in the top of the big room at the beginning. Either deciding it's not worth its time or just neglecting it entirely.
Why are they opting to check reactor silo through Sector 2?
Fascinating. Love the spice.
Especially since he can't enter it normally, since he doesn't have power bomb.
For the longest time, I thought that wall, the SAX wall, was power bomb only.
Yeah. Checking 4.
Remembering maybe the diffusion?
Possibly.
Checking
he does have
Steris.
Ice Wave, so that helps a bit better.
There's one Yakuza check down. Missile tank for Frydi.
Checking this spot.
Oh, that's clever. It's a good check by Ohm.
Forgetting he has Wave, so we could easily check that.
Oh, don't be so critical. I think he's doing great.
He just picked up Wave not too long ago. I think he's going to check water pump now.
That's true. Last time Ohm was here, they didn't have speed.
We got a Yakuza fight. Nothing. Though the water level is being lowered, so he has one more check. Technically 2 because he hasn't fought Steris.
Missiles of shame. Still, I get annoyed whenever I see people just leave missiles behind. I'm like, but what if? But what if? What if you have to fight Nightmare? Do you ever think about that? It'll make it so much easier.
Almost decided to fight Steris now. We get to
That
hear this
gives-
advice.
Oh, yeah, that gives Frydi an opportunity to catch back up. Particularly if there's something interesting on Yakuza.
Nope.
Oops, all
That's the
E
reset.
tanks. Very smart reset for what it's worth.
I'm guessing he did save after fighting the toy.
I would hope so. Yeah, yeah.
Oof, not getting the kill.
Feels bad, especially with plasma.
Still kills it relatively quick.
So now what's the play for Frydi? Doesn't know that 5 won't yield very much.
Yeah, and he needs to unlock level 2 in order to do much. Like
Not
checking
gotten around to level 2.
6. Frydi doesn't know. He's going back to 1.
Fascinating. What does this mean? What do you do from 1?
I guess basically check Ridley's area, but oh, he's going back.
Oh,
He realized. He realized.
Peak
He
or
realized what
interest?
he was about to get himself into.
Actual Ridley. That's binary. You check Ridley, and it either wins or loses the race at this point. Okay, going for 3. That's much more sensible. Oh, I'm going for the sensible decision, checking 6. It's now a grab hunt.
These runners.
Remind me, Pikmin, where did they find power bombs? Yeah, I can't remember. Rip Frydi, they're lost forever. You don't, whatever, you don't need.
That's not a major. It could have been.
Quick check the other one.
Oh wait, that's a major.
Oh,
that is
no!
Gravity
That's go mode.
Oh,
Massive
Sector 6 having all the answers yet again. Looks like we're about to have ourselves a tiebreaker. This makes up for the very first match Ohm had.
I was about to say, I can't think of that many ways that Frydi could come back from this, especially if Ohm has 11 E-tanks. Ohm would have to do something incredibly bad.
Yeah, definitely him getting screw attack definitely, well, screwed him over, ironically.
I mean, maybe if you gave Frydi the spoiler log at this point, I'm not even sure if that'd be enough.
Probably not.
Or was that PBs?
I think that was... Yeah, I think so?
Yes, it was PBs.
Yeah, it has to be.
I remember now.
I was like, Plasma was there in another seed, but I was like, oh yeah, in this seed it's in Sector 5. I'm doing the speed booster to clear the very few rooms of destroyed Sector 5. And Friday's checking Frank Z.
Well, yeah, it's not a bad decision, but that really is the end. Oh no. Oh, maybe Frydi won't check. No, Frydi's gonna check Frank Z. Okay, cool.
He's going for it. He's going for it.
Yeah. Somebody asked Azure Nightfall, why are the feeds so desynced? Not sure, but at this point in the race, I don't think a 30-second giving Frydi the extra 30 seconds is going to bring us any closer.
Yeah, all it would do is just delay our end of seeing him win.
To be fair, Frydi gets their wish. Their wish rather. Not so much the favorite anymore.
Going for content.
Actually, super overrated. Number 2 seed. Absolute trash.
Nightmare space boost. And Gary had nothing.
Feels
Again.
bad. Not even an E-tank. Just PVs.
What a slap in the face. Fighting APVs with screw attack might make Frydi think of Xbox. Probably. He can't really check the second one because locked behind red doors. I was everything he has it. Fighting gravity is basically a go mode for him.
Yeah, there are no other items that Ohm needs, at least, and Frydi's only missing Grav.
Screw attack would be helpful, but it's too little too late at this point.
Well, technically, I think Frydi doesn't have Plasma, but it was in the Sector 5 data room, so...
Yeah, he doesn't. He has to go back for it.
Bomb is a BB tank. Big sad.
Big desync is up on the other things as well. Well, maybe they weren't so prepared very early, and maybe if I didn't done the goof, maybe they would have been synced.
Big Ohm on their way to the ops deck.
Friday fighting box 1. Getting it very quickly.
Moral victories.
Not making a save though.
Confidence.
If he dies, this might send him back.
Let's go for an SAX troll. Keep the race close.
Grabbing the relics at the very least. Oh,
I'm trying to
that's
do the
too close.
kill, but
that's too close, unfortunately. Oh wait,
getting the quick kill. Okay.
nice. It's not that fast, but it still does the trick. And the 40 charge being utterly annihilated second phase. Without a doubt. That's the SAX done.
all goes well. That's 3 minutes until Ohm is done. Frydi some creative routing to do destroyed Sector 5 first, in order to get the extra speed item at the top. Unfortunately, that doesn't change the fact that the grab is still in 6.
And since he doesn't have screw attack, he can't big Frydi much more quicker.
No, I can't do the swag spark.
Frydi doesn't want to start 6 DLC.
Alright, Frydi's last hope. Let's see an Omega Troll, because Ohm hasn't saved in a while. Bit of a long shot with 11 E-tanks.
But you know, it may be possible.
I think Ohm might be a little good at this game.
Well, he forfeited his dust bounce, so...
A gentleman's move.
Oh! Oh, almost getting to lock. But can he get the third time around?
And that'll be game. The victory dance from Ohm. Ship will be coming
all
in.
the missiles. Making sure the station is utterly destroyed when it hits SR-388.
It'll be 55-31 for Ohm. Series tied at 1. And we'll have to have a tiebreaker match.
This would have been done a lot more faster had I not done my goof at the beginning, but at least we still got an incredible display.
Everybody loves an upset. Everybody loves a game 3. Wavelength asks in chat, what are the required items? The required items, as stated at the beginning of the game, are Charge Beam, Missiles, Morph Ball, and you also need to unlock red doors.
Plasma Beam is also required due to SAX.
And Plasma Beam. In order to unlock red doors, you need Grav and Speed as well. You also need one of High Jump or Space Jump. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like 6 or 7 things. Some things are like you don't technically need bombs, but
you don't need Ice Beam either.
Well, at the very least, you're happy to see bombs whenever you get Ice Beam. It sucks. I had to kill SAS once with charge, like just plasma charge, and then the only beam I had was ice on top of that, which halves your damage.
Frydi entering Sector 6 through the back way.
Yeah, Autumn says in chat, you need bombs, you're screwed to get out of lower 4.
Hello, Autumn.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Thanks. That was kind of a silly feed.
Yep, that's something.
Yeah. Wasn't expecting speed at full.
None of us were expecting that.
So apparently, you expected it more than most, and that's why the series is tied.
What's Frydi looking for right now, Plaz?
Just found Grav.
So he's going back to get Plasma, and he's basically in go mode afterwards.
Gotcha.
Now, the most tragic thing about this...
Him going back for Screw Attack in Sector 1 utterly and literally screwed him.
Wow. Because a screw was above the lava in the room, where normally you need speed to get to the left side of the lava room. Frydi used a space jump to get there, found Screw Attack, which lends itself to the worst routing decisions relative to where speed actually was.
Right.
So, like, Frydi checked 5 afterwards and got soft locked, but whatever.
Oh no!
Yep.
Aw, you hate to see it.
And that's why you never enter Sector 6 without bombs. Or speed boosted.
Now Frydi's just about to get to red doors.
Alright. Plasma in Sector 5 data room was probably even weirder than Speed at Notori, in my opinion.
Yeah, that was certainly something.
Yeah.
Like the least stressful location for Plasma imaginable. Almost so much that it psychs you out.
Yeah, I was thoroughly convinced I was going to see something at Reactor. That was until Plasma was at Data Room.
Yeah, Frydi checked Yakuza, actually. Don't believe there's anything there. Pretty much need tank, I think.
No, it was... nothing was there.
Probably just a powerbound tank.
What is the shortest clear time as of now in the tournament?
That I do not know.
So far, I don't believe any of the runners have gotten under 50 minutes.
Wow. These are some rude seeds. I know in placement matches we were seeing times like 35 minutes.
FPiz
Yeah.
says got a low 30.
Low 30. Ooh.
Yeah, but like for regular randomizers, it could be half an hour or an hour or 2 hours. It basically depends on how good your routing choice is, which items you get, and the
Whether or
route
not
that you
speed is
decide
at
to take.
Ridley.
Ridley also helps. Ooh, Frydi not getting the quick kill.
Ugh.
Ooh, almost missing that.
Just give in. Do the scrub kill. That's what
Ends
I
up
do
with wanting
every
to doing it the normal way.
I didn't like the look of that screw attack hit. That was...
While Fuser randomizer is hard or require an extensive knowledge of secret passages or sector connections. I would say that depends. You don't have to have a base knowledge entirely. From what I understand, you just need to have an understanding of where all the items are at and the best possible way to get them.
Right.
Yeah, I'd say if you're new to running the randomizer, what I would say, if you played the game casually a couple times, you can totally do it. It'll take you a lot longer to do your first couple runs, but have a map open of the game, of all the item locations first, and save at the beginning of sectors a lot, because if you don't know the pitfalls, you'll get soft locked.
Very easily, yeah.
But ultimately, it's very fun. Well, we're commentating in tournaments about it. Actually, I think the game is trash.
I want to see the
in-
low height.
Matt and Mete Capura in chat says, I love randomizers, but never thought fusion could be randomized. Always heard that sequence breaking, it just soft locks the game. A lot of ROM hacking went into making the randomizer to remove all of the event flags, all the story flags and stuff like that, so.
Yeah, it is still roughly in beta, but hopefully as more updates come and go, it'll be much more better and a lot more people can have fun with randomizer fusion. Just shoot, Frydi. You had all the opportunity to shoot and you didn't. Just shoot, my man. There's no need to be safe with all the short shots.
And there it is.
GG's to Friday. 9
This time
minutes
we're taking
back.
a bit longer to stop. Didn't keep stream
Frydi
obsessed.
Frydi apparently wins the race with negative 15 seconds as a time. It's insane. Actually, really embarrassing, Ohm. You lost by 55 minutes. What the hell's that?
Oh no!
Hello.
GG.
What
GG
up?
to both of you.
GG.
Brackets in shambles.
You got your wish.
I mean, as soon as I saw Open Finish, I knew where gravity was. Also, I guess I win because I found all the items. This is Hundo, right?
Nah,
If
if
it was
this was
something else
Hundo,
based on getting all the items, yes.
if this was Hundo, I'd be having an aneurysm over Zazabi.
Ugh.
As soon as we saw you get a screw attack in one over the lava, we knew that was very bad.
I probably felt too safe when I found speed. And then I went on an adventure.
To be fair, nobody expected Metroid to be the one that had speed boosted.
Yeah.
I mean, the options kind of were like narrowing down to it because I have done everything else.
I had wide, I had ice, I had supers. I was like, why not?
It was the good fortune of having checked 4 first and then finding space, so then doubling back to 2 afterwards, so that Notori could be checked in sequence.
Yeah. The
But
only
also
issue that I see is not checking Sector 6 when I had the chance.
Yeah.
Because I instantly went to the first item in Sector 6 just to see, did I completely screw myself? And yes, I did.
Yeah, Sector 6 could be that way sometimes, but Gravity 2 could be really ahead or just in another place entirely.
Yep.
So with that, you two are going to have to schedule the tiebreaker sometime this week or next week.
I think so. I don't think we probably have time for a completely full match, depending on how long the seed would go.
But so far, Friday is completely free.
Yep.
Well, almost completely free. One is a wasted schedule, but aside from that, mostly free.
Yeah, I'm pretty free too. Whenever works for you, Friday.
Yeah, I'm down whenever too. Maybe not now.
Clearly.
I mean, 2 randos are enough for a day.
Yeah.
Alright, so that does it for Speed Gaming 1. There's a lot more Fusion coming up on every other Speed Gaming, 3, 4, and 6 particularly. But at some point we'll have a Friday in big ol' tiebreaker match. So, huge thanks to the runners, and thank you, Little Mac, for joining me, despite the flop up I did very much earlier.
Thank you for the commentary. And for breaking Speed Gaming, apparently.
Thank you for having us.
It was not intentional, I promise. It wasn't intentional. I just did a goof.
It happens.
Yeah.
Mike saw you came in a little bit late. A tiebreaker is definitely going to happen.
The tiebreak will happen. It will not be right now. It will be. It's scheduled at a later date.
So yeah, huge thanks to Speed Gaming. Be sure to follow the runners over on Twitch, and stay tuned for more randomizers and other things Speed Gaming. Till next mission.